Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jacob Stella. If you are new here, I am a entrepreneur, business owner, I'm a makeup artist, I'm a cosmetic tattooist, I make a lot of vlog content. If you're keen, be sure to subscribe. I'm gonna be talking to you about my ins and outs for 2026. Yes, I thought let me make this a whole ass video because there is a lot. The first in for 2026, meeting people where they meet me. So I kind of like had this a little epiphany last year where I was like, I am so over dragging people across the finish line when they didn't even want to be at the start to begin with. And it's also not a tit for tat thing either. I'm no longer chasing, putting in the effort with friendships or relationships or whatever it might be if there is no reciprocal return. How do I put it? The cheerleader is never given the ball. Right? Cheerleader's like, yeah, you got it. Like, you can do this, like, da-da-da. The quarterback figures out how to fucking run the ball. I don't know. The cheerleader's just like, yeah, you did it. They don't do it. The cheerleader's like, oh, like, better luck next time. So that's the energy. No one passes the cheerleader the ball. I'm not the quarterback anymore. I am the cheerleader. I'm not coaching people when they don't want to be coached. The second in that I have, romanticizing my work, my friendships, and my relationships. I think I kind of lost that a little bit last year just with like the craziness of work getting so busy and also just like, I don't know, just going through things last year. Like there was a lot of personal growth last year. And I think there was definitely a moment where I stopped. I feel like I lost that part of myself and I don't want to this year. I really want to work this year on enriching the relationships and the friendships that I do have and falling back in love with my life. I think this stems from like the whole burnout thing. I think it also stems from just gratitude for the people that I have around me. No longer barking up the wrong trees. Self-explanatory. If you know that if you go to a certain friend about a certain topic, they're gonna like have nothing to say. They're gonna make you feel like a fucking idiot for even complaining about it in the first place. Stop going to that friend. Don't tell them what you're gonna be planning on doing. Don't tell them that you bought a house. Don't tell them you bought a car. Don't tell them you're pregnant yet. Like knock you off your ledge or shit on your parade. You don't need to tell everyone everything. You know, remember secrets? Yeah. Number 4, saying no without explaining myself. No is a complete sentence. I think saying no is one of the hardest things for us humans to do because going back to our caveman brain, our top 2 things that we need in this life, number 1, food, shelter. Number 2 is actually social inclusion. If your friends are wanting to go partying till 5 a.m., but you're like, no, I want to go for a run in the morning. I've got Pilates at 9. I want to go for a beach walk. I've got to catch up with a friend for brunch. Like, no is a complete sentence for those situations, right? You can be like, no, I'm good. Have fun. Number 5, boring routines that actually work. Because some of the most successful people on the planet have the most boring routines, but that's what gets people results. It's the same as going to the gym. You go to the gym consistently, do the same workouts, you up your weights, it's the same shit day in, day out. You do it 5 days, 6 days, 7 days a week, and it can be fucking boring. If you stick with it long enough, you get results. It's the same with business. It's the same with personal relationships. It's more about consistency and perseverance than anything else. Number 6, boundaries are in. Yes, boundaries are really important. The people who like, oh, just stay out for like another hour. Like it's not gonna fucking kill you. Just have another drink with us. Don't worry about it. Even though you're not drinking anymore, like just have one. Like it's fine. People who hate our boundaries are the ones that benefited from us having none in the first place. People who hate our boundaries are the ones who benefited from us having none. Let that sink in for a minute. Number 7, saving money. We've got goals this year. We want to move out. We want to buy a new car. We want to buy a new stomach. I have so many things that I want to save for that I want to do with my life. There are mentors that I want to work with. There are trainers that I want to work with. New techniques of cosmetic tattooing that I want to learn about. There are so many things. And I think like now that I'm able to actually pay myself a wage for my company, which has taken me 3 years, traveling, hello, like, yeah, like there are retreats that I want to do. There are so many things that I want to do. And so currently in a little bit of a tight ass era, and I've never been in a tight ass era in my life because I have always spent so frivolously on training and on upskilling and on my team. My business will continue spending money on upskilling and training and everything like that. My personal savings, we're saving up. We've got some shit we want to accomplish at the end of this year, you know? Number 8, ooh, this is a good one. It kind of feeds into like the FOMO thing. Being unreachable. I've created a morning and an evening routine for myself, and both of them require me to not be on my phone for at least 2 hours after waking up and 2 hours before going to bed. That's the plan. Whether we get there or not, different story. My girlfriends give me so much shit for this because like, Jacob, you're literally like the fucking worst person to text. And I see so many like business gurus like talking about how they are the most busiest people on earth and they will still see a text and reply within like 5 minutes. Sometimes it's just like, I'll read it and I'll be like, all right, I'll get back to you. And if I don't get back to you, it's nothing personal. I'm gonna start doing that more. But if I'm talking to a guy and he ghosts me like that, I'm gonna fucking throw hands. Number 9, we're nearly done with the in. Direct communication. We are not beating around the bush no more. I always have been a very direct person. Like if I see something, I say something. That's how I've always been. I think like there are certain people or certain situations that we always tiptoe around for like sake of saving someone's feelings. I'm really just over pussyfooting around a situation or a topic or a conversation that needs to be had. You know that saying, choose your battles? The other side to that, it's not just, oh, like, let this one go. No. It means choose. 10. Oh, this is hard hitting. Letting go of potential in people. This goes so deep. This goes into friendships. This goes into relationships. This goes into parents. The hardest thing in the world is when you can see the kind of person that someone's trying to become, or you are imprinting your version of what they should be like onto them and they can't live up to it. Loving the potential of someone only breaks your own heart. And adding on to that, I think it also comes down to like expecting you from other people. I have been so disappointed over the last 3 or 4 months by people because I would never do to them what they're doing or have done to me. Those other people aren't you. You need to stop expecting you from other people. Outs. Here we go. Okay, the first out is showing up for people who don't show up for me. But not in the case of what I've just spoken about. It's more like, okay, me, I have anxiety, right? A friend comes to me because they're going through their own anxiety. When I need them, hey, like I'm going through it, like, can we hang out? Can we do something? And they're like nowhere to be found. They're too busy all of a sudden. That's what I'm talking about. Number 2, romanticizing being busy. Booked out schedule brings exhaustion, not clarity. I've always prided on being super busy at all times. I want the booked out work calendar. I want all the social events. As I'm approaching my 30s, I'm about to turn 29 in like 2 weeks. I feel like as my Saturn is returning, I don't feel like I need to be in every room. Even in the influencer scene and events, I don't feel like I need to be at every event like I used to be. Like I would go to the opening of anything. I would go to the opening of an envelope. I think that comes with just being more secure within yourself. Having a super booked out calendar with social events or work for me was like, people like you, people want you, your value. Like I put my self-worth into that. In return, it has actually only brought me more grief and more self-sabotage to my own mental health because I wasn't able to keep up with the workload, essentially, right? Keeping people around out of obligation. It could be an old friendship that's become an acquaintance. It could be people just don't click with anymore. It could be co-workers that you just don't give a fuck about. Gone, deleted. I don't want to keep people around in my circle, in my space, in my energy, on my phone, in my social feeds, in my phone contacts, out of obligation. Out of, oh, I met them at a party once, they were really nice to me. No one gives a fuck about Bethany that you met on Kentucky 4 years ago. Unfollow her, it's gonna be fine. Number 4, low-grade friendships. Kind of pivoting off the last one. I would like more friends, but I would like more of the right friendships. I feel like I can always have more friends. Sure, I've got a great, circle around me and I'm not complaining at all because I love them with all my heart and I know that they've got my back no matter what. But I only want to introduce into my circle the right kinds of friendships. The friendships where I am around that person and when I leave, I'm like, damn, I feel so lit up after seeing them. Just to find people who are like-minded, number 1. And number 2, people where you feel good after seeing them. It's like a reset button. And that's the thing with my girlfriends. I'm so tight with them. When I see them, when I catch up with them, it's like my cup gets refilled whenever I have those nights with them. And so I want to find more of those friendships. Number 6, chasing potential. Out. Gone. Number 7, taking advice from people who do not even have the life you want to live. This kind of ties back into barking up the wrong trees. I have this analogy which sounds really crazy, but like it is what it is. If I'm trying to buy a Ferrari, I'm not going to be asking a Toyota Corolla driver for advice. If you're trying to buy a Bentley, wouldn't you call the person who you know owns a Bentley? Yeah. Let's not do that. Number 8, this is good. Confusing anxiety with intuition. Gabby Bernstein, if you guys don't know, she's my favorite author of all time. Not a bookworm, I don't read books, I listened to audiobooks a few years ago. Found her book, I think it was The Universe Has Your Back. That's the first book that I read of hers. Anyway, she came to Melbourne. I got tickets. Sat in the audience. It was mic time. So they're running around with microphones, people asking questions, and I'm like, I've got a fucking question. I was sitting maybe 20 rows from the front. She's like, there is a man over here. Can we please get him a microphone? I want to hear from a man. I'm like, okay. I'm like, fuck me. All right. And I said, I struggle with anxiety and I want to know, how do you differentiate between intuition and anxiety? Because I get them confused all the time. She goes, Great question. Your intuition will never rush you. If you feel rushed into making a decision, that's anxiety. Trying to put the unknown, the question, in a box, give it an answer, store it away. That way, the outcome of that situation is known. Whereas your intuition takes a little longer, but it doesn't rush you. It whispers to you. Anxiety screams, your intuition whispers. So yeah, confusing anxiety with intuition, out. Not taking responsibility or accountability. Again, like if you fucked up, just say you fucked up, bro. It's fine. It's not that deep. People are so scared to admit that they're wrong these days. And I think that cancel culture has put that fear not just into public figures, but also into the general public. They think that their whole life is going to go up in flames. It's not that fucking deep. No one cares about you. No one cares about me. I think people taking accountability, whether they didn't mean to make you feel a certain type of way. Let's not gaslight people into believing that they're the crazy ones, okay? They felt a certain way about something that you did. It's probably for a reason. You probably should be like, I'm really sorry. I actually had no idea that was even affecting you that way. Like, I really didn't mean it. That's fine. That's all it is. 10. Oh, I need to take this leaf out of my own book here. Over-consuming self-help. It's great to be self-aware. It's great to work on yourself. It's great to do the shadow work. It's great to do the journaling, the meditation, the guided meditation, the affirmations, the subliminal messaging that you listen to on YouTube, on your iPad or your laptop next to your pillow. So when you go to sleep, there are positive affirmations going into your subconscious mind, rewiring your subconscious mind. Shh. You don't need to be doing 15 things at once. Maybe 2 things at a time. Therapy and journaling. Let's start with that. Part of me, I think over this last spell of burnout that I've just been through, was definitely finding myself in this exact situation where I was like, I think I need to chill out on all of this shit that I'm doing because I'm getting overwhelmed by it. There was so much going on at the same time. Over-consuming self-help actually made it worse. Number 11. This is something that I have spoken about to literally all of my friends when it comes to relationships. It's something that I never want in a partner, and that is being a firework, not a fireplace. Me and my analogies, man, I can go on about them for years. So let me explain. The firework is the fuckboy, is the person who's bang, here, there, flashy, colors, bright. Oh my God, think of a firework. It's big, it's explosive, it's colorful, it's overwhelming, it's bright. You oh my God, this is so incredible, this is so amazing. That's what we call a spark in relationships. The spark in a relationship is actually a stress response. When you first start dating someone, there's no safety. Once you become comfortable with someone, that spark goes away, then people get cold feet. They're like, oh my God, there's no spark, the spark's gone. But it's actually because you're just comfortable and your stress levels have actually calmed down. So in saying that, being a firework, we don't want to stray to that side of the fence because a firework is gone within 5 seconds. It doesn't last. A fireplace, warm, cozy, takes a little bit longer to heat up, but once it's heated up, it sustains you for so much longer. Same thing in relationships. It sounds so crazy. People watching this are going to think I'm losing my mind. But because to start a fireplace, you need good quality wood, you need fire starters, you need matches, and you need to just let it do its thing. Do I need to say more about relationships? You need to have the self-awareness and the grit to be like, this needs to be a slow burn. Just let things happen naturally, and they will. And they are my 2026 ins and outs. I really hope you guys like this video. Something different. Nearly 3 weeks into this year as I'm filming this, and I'm like, you know what? I really wasn't I didn't have the best start to my year, but I really do want to let you guys in more on the journey that I'm going through personally as well as professionally. This is just one of those ways that I can do that. Share it with someone, like, subscribe, do all that shit, whatever. Don't do it. I don't care. I will see you in the next one.